For Mother's Day 2019, this is Force 13 with developing tropical news via the AU channel. And recapping, the formation of a significant tropical cyclone is possible within 160 nautical miles either side of a line from 16.5 south, 160.5 degrees east to 14.9 south, 152.9 east within the next 12 to 24 hours. And on the screen is the previous position of the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. Available data does not justify issuance of a numbered tropical cyclone warnings at this point in time. Winds in the area estimated to be 25 to 30 knots. Metsat imagery indicates in the circulation centre located near 16.4 degrees south, 160 degrees east, and is moving east-south-east at 4 knots. And this is the centre's first chart. However, the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has upgraded Invest 94S to Tropical Cyclone 27P and is located 16.4 degrees south, 159 degrees east, and they have the maximum sustained winds 35 knots, gusting 45 knots. The cyclone is located to 759 nautical miles east of Cairns, tracking southwest at 4 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery reveals the circulation has consolidated over the last several hours with a deep convective rain band wrapping around from the east and sustained central convection. The initial position is based with high confidence using a combination of the infrared imagery microwave eye feature in a 89 gigahertz microwave image. The initial intensity of 35 knots is consistent with the VORAC intensity estimate of T.5, 35 knots, and below the KNES VORAC intensity estimate of T3, 45 knots, and based on an ASCAT-C image showing 30 knot winds wrapping around the centre. The environment is favourable with low 10 to 15 knot vertical wind shear and supportive 27-28 Celsius sea surface temperature. Good pole and outflow. The cyclone is tracking along on the northern periphery of a subtropical ridge. Over the duration of the forecast, the steering ridge will be the predominant steering influence as the steering ridge reorients. The track will shift equatorward, slightly making landfall south of the northern tip of Cape York after 72 hours, low or through 24 hours. The environment will remain somewhat favourable until diminished outflow, slightly cooler sea surface temperature, strong environmental southeasterly winds will make the conditions marginal. Around 72 hours, increased vertical wind shear land interaction will cause weakening. Dissipation is expected after landfall. The 96-hour position shows the system back over favourable waters on the Gulf of Carpentaria, but high vertical wind shear is expected to prevent regeneration. There's uncertainty in the intensity forecast as the environment becomes marginal, and it will be difficult to differentiate between environmental winds and the winds associated with the system. Numerical model guidance is in good agreement. Low 200 nautical miles spread at the 96-hour mark with the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track forecast. lending fair confidence in the centre's track forecast. And maximum significant wave height at this point in time is 12 feet. That is the latest from the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. They do have different criteria to various meteorological agencies.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, our YouTube page youtube.com/Force13, on Facebook under the same name Force 13, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 if you wish to get in touch. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.